Alright guys, so we're back with another video today. Someone gave me a great idea of doing the top finds on the car boot. So what I've got is my top 5 personal finds, what I've got from the car boot. They're all here. What order they come in, we'll see. So let's start with number 5. This Waterford crystal clock. It's a large one, very large. Really good condition. As you can see, it's still working to this day. Oh, it was. No way has it just stopped. 1 minute. You couldn't write that. So what happened was I stood it up just before I pressed record and it fell and the battery fell out of the back. So yeah, as you can see, it does still work to this day. This clock, if I remember right, I paid £3 for this clock, and this one in particular, this size, it can go from anywhere from £60 to £85, depends really. But I do collect these clocks, so it's staying in my collection. So that is number 5 of my best car boot finds. Let's move on to number 4. Okay, so number 4 has to go to these pair of pool ginger jars or bud vase, whichever you want to see them as. They would have ranked a bit higher in my list if they both had the lid. Unfortunately, I only have one, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't take away from these absolutely stunning items. This one is signed underneath, and so is this one, but it's by a different artist. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Paid £2 for those, £1 each. I'm not selling them. I really like them. My friend's got his eyes on them as well, but they're staying with me. If I was to resell them, probably looking at about, I've seen people trying to get £80 each, but realistically I'd say 120 to 130 for the pair. So there you go, number 4 on my list of my best finds. Let's move on to number 3. So you probably saw this sat in the background. Sega Mega Drive 32X. Yeah, this is a fantastic find. I'm waiting for it to be tested, so I had to buy this cable. I'm just waiting for the power cable to come and then I can get this tested. This little beauty set me back, I'm pretty sure it was £2 or £3 back in the day. It's one of my first older finds really, but yeah, £2–3. If it works, these can fetch anywhere from, I've seen them go from like 200 to 350. If I had the box, it'd be a lot more, but I don't. So we're just waiting on the test. But even if not, someone will pay, like, how much would you pay to stick that on your shelf as a collector's piece? Someone would probably pay £40. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it works. We're just waiting on the test. One cable's come, just waiting for the other one, and then we'll get it. So that's number 3 on my top finds. And number 2 find has to go to this beauty. It's a lovely crafted chest table. This set is metal, so you got like the bronzy look and you've got the pewter look. It does come with another set as well. They're hard to open the drawers because they're full, but you can see, I'll just show you one of the pieces so you can see the kind of quality that we're working with. So full wooden set. I think if I had to say, I think the wooden set's the original with the table, but the reason this gets number 2 on my top finds is the set that's actually sat on the table at the moment. You can get anywhere from £100 to £250 for this set of chess pieces. I think they're called Napoleon chess pieces. I'll have to do a little bit more research. But again, this is one of them items. I won't ever find it again. I'm just keeping hold of it for now. I do want to learn how to play chess, but not quite got there just yet. But yeah, this gets number 2 on my best finds from the car boot. And then, you guessed it guys, if you guys have been around a long time on the channel, you probably know what this is. This is number 1, my number 1 find. It's my first find that I ever did on the car boot. It's my best find to date that I've ever done on the car boot. and I'll show you why now. So one, it's in its original box. It's got the original maker, University of South London, I presume, J.E. Maddox, surgical instrument maker. So probably a reputable maker of the time. It's got its original, I want to say velvet padding or whatever, but original interior to the box. I think the box is mahogany. And then inside is this. What is that? I hear some of you asking. Well, this, I have to be very careful with it. I'll put it together in a minute. Leave your answers in the comment section. What do you think that is? And there's the inside of that box. You can tell it's got some serious age. Like, that's just general wear. But yeah, I mean, look at the screws and the hinge. Don't see them today. So what is that, guys? I'm gonna put it together now, and then I'll pop back on. So this is it, guys, when it's together. So it's got its glass top, no chips, nothing, perfect condition. It's got this pipe that obviously creates a suction, and then this is the pump on the handle. So as you can see, it will go in and pull it out to cause the suction. So what is it? You guessed it, guys. This is a breast pump, a Victorian, possibly earlier than Victorian breast pump. When I've done research on this before, I found there is one of these in a museum, exactly the same. I've seen a couple up for sale in auctions before, but they're very rare. This one looks like one that I've found, I believe, I'll have to get the right information for you off Google, but I believe the first breast pumps was made around 1760. I'm just taking a guess there. I'll put the correct information up here for you. And I think this one's from about 20 years after. It's very, very old. So this could be a newspaper story. It could be a museum item. I'm not too sure. But I paid £5 for this on my first ever car boot. And like I say, it's in its original box. Just everything about it is fantastic. I will never, ever, ever find this again. So I'm keeping this. If a museum does want to contact me and take it in, you know, then obviously if that's the right place for it, I'm happy to do that. But other than that, I'm keeping hold of it, and I'll just pass it down to my children, and hopefully it's worth a lot of money for them when they grow up. But this has to go, my #1 find from the car boots up to yet. Can we change that this weekend? You have to watch my new video and find out. Cheers, guys. If you like this one, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up. Smash subscribe down there if you're not a subscriber. Helps us out. We're trying to hit 10,000 before the end of the year. It's possible. Can we do it? Well, without your guys' help, I definitely can't. So I appreciate every single one of you that watch my videos, that subscribe, and hit the like button. Until next time, see you again.